All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth with Ben Jokes. Now, the Obedient family remains the largest and the most diverse political group in Africa, if not in the world. And because of the purity of the group's ideology, it has continued to grow in number. Without doubt, the group, whose name was coined out of the name of its presidential candidate Peter Obi, remains loyal to Obi and Obi alone. For Obedience and Peter Obi, the destination is a new Nigeria, and any political party Obi is running under is just the vehicle. And if a vehicle breaks down in transit, we either fix it or we board another. When PDP made their primaries about sharing of dollars, Peter Obi left the party and joined the Labour Party, and the Obedient family followed him. Ever since, the party has been growing rapidly with Obi's goodwill and the strength in the number of Obedients. But the gains have not come without challenges. It started from the Lamidi Apapa faction attacks down to the issue now with Julius Abure. And amidst all these, the Labour Party is trying to play a fast one. They are trying to see if they can win Obedience over as members of the Labour Party, so that perhaps Obedience can still be loyal to Labour Party even if Peter Obi decides to leave the party. But their attempt has been brutally rejected by Obedience. Before I show you what they did, before I show you what they are planning to do and how Obedience have come out to brutally reject it, let me quickly show you this update. Here, Tinubu has attempted to deceive Nigerians, but his attempt was rejected. Look at how the papers reported it. Tinubu declares free train ride for Nigerians until December 31 to mark first anniversary. Bola Tinubu has announced that passengers can now take free rides on the newly commissioned Abuja rail transport system till December 31. Tinubu disclosed this on Wednesday as he inaugurated the Metro Rail project in Abuja to mark his 1 year in office. F.C.T Minister Nyesom Wike, at a ministerial press briefing, said the Abuja Light Rail would operate for 2 months for free from Tuesday. However, Tinubu pleaded with the minister to extend the free rides so that residents would have hope and reasons to celebrate. Mr. Tinubu said, "Our dear landlord and his team, I heard you saying 2 months free ride. I appeal to you to make it till the end of the year. Since today you are not going to charge me, that will give the people hope and reasons to celebrate." Now, you are trying to give Abuja free ride, maybe so that you can win legitimate 25% in the next election. But that is not possible. The people have already rejected the APC. And look at how Nigerians reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by Michael says, "Nigerians don't need your handouts, official BAT. Please try to understand. We are not beggars. Bring out policies that will enable businesses to thrive, e.g. security, power, road, and connectivity." They can't do it. You can't give what you don't have, and this is what they've been used to since the beginning of their careers in politics, to just hand out, stipends to people to get their goodwill. And it is no longer working. Nigerians are wiser now. And this tweet by Abimi Folua says, "Laugh out loud. This is how you know unserious people. Under which budget line will this fall into?" They just stand up and they throw policies here and there because they are not coordinated in governance. And this tweet here says, "What do these people really think we are? Chineke God. I don't understand." Adewale here says he will recoup everything back by introducing luggage tax, passenger pass tax, etc. He is a tax collector. He does nothing for free. Chai. And Olalekan Olojo says they should enter the train with empty stomach, abi. Well done. It's all about trying to deceive the people, just distracting them from the major issues. They will never touch the major issues disturbing the people. They will just be scratching the surfaces just to get the people to accept their poverty so that they will continue to dominate them. This is what the APC stands for. And I think Nigerians should have seen clearly now All the lessons that need to be learned have been taught, and it is high time Nigerians stood up together and be prepared to get rid of these guys. Now, let us look at that plan by the Labour Party to take over and gain control of the obedience movement. Look at how the papers reported it. Labour Party appoints people to oversee Obedient Directorate, integrate millions of Nigerian youths into party. The Labour Party has appointed 8 people to pilot the affairs of the Obedient Directorate. The party described the appointment as part of its repositioning efforts towards integrating millions of Nigerian youths, particularly the Obedient family, into the larger family of the Labour Party. It listed the appointees as Mr. Marcel Ngogbehi, Director AMB Aju Elumelu, Deputy Director Mrs. Mariam Ismaila, Deputy Director Mrs. Chukwuemeka Gerald Okafor, Deputy Director Mrs. Angel Innocent, Deputy Director Mr. Tony Ashekome Jr., Deputy Director Mr. Emeka Ezechi, Deputy Director and Mr. Josiah Omenuwoma. The Labour Party National Publicity Secretary, Obiora Ifo, in a statement on Thursday said that the directorate will have the following terms of reference: to coordinate the registration of all members of the obedient community and integrate them fully into the structure of the party, ease diaspora participation in the affairs of the party, receive complaints and deal with same, and where they are unable to deal with same, refer such complaints to the leadership of the party, coordinate the collection of dues and donations to the party, and to ensure that all obedients are financial members of the party, work closely with the national youth leader, national women leader, and national organizing secretary in order to create programs that will fully and effectively assimilate all members of the obedient family to the party. The inauguration of the directorate will hold on Thursday, June 6, 2024 at the NEC Hall, National Secretariat, Utako, Abuja by 10 a.m. prompt. You heard that. Now, if I had the opportunity to question these guys, the first question I would ask them would be, did you discuss this move with Peter Obi? I'm not sure they did, which is actually one of the reasons Obedience can't join the Labour Party. What Obedience have with the Labour Party is a working condition that will only continue as long as Peter Obi is a member of the party, because he is the reason why Obedience came to support the party. If Obi leaves today, Obedience will leave Labour Party. They have no business with Labour Party. When it is time to re-elect Alex Otti, Obedience will turn up for Alex Otti, not for Labour Party per se. And this is even the wrong time for them to start saying all this. Have they removed Julius Abure successfully? Have they suspended the members of the party that went to hold that shameful convention with him? And they are talking about registering Obedience. And look at how Obedience reacted. Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet here by D-Beck says, "The Obedients are not under Labour Party. The Obedients are well-meaning Nigerians and supporters of good governance and Peter Obi." That is it. Obedients are a group of people who came together to say they want a new Nigeria. They want the shameful story of this country to change. Labour Party has not done anything for Obedience to start saying they want to join Labour Party. No. Obedients are supporters of Peter Obi, a man who has shown himself to be a man of integrity and a great leader. And this tweet here says, "With the nonsense una dey do for the party, I tell una say I won't be part of destruction of the country. Now Peter Obi with a support. No worry, we dey fine as Obedience. Before you see now another person go wan use Obedience cash out inside Labour Party. It can't happen. Obedience are actually smart people. There is no group that has as many smart people as these guys. So you can't just fool them." And this tweet by A King Was Born says, "They must be joking. They can integrate whoever they like, but Labour Party does not own Obedience." As simple as that. And Favor Alberto here says, "You think Obedience care about Labour Party or any party? It is not about party. It is about good governance." And this tweet here by Jacob says, "Abeg, wetin concern Labour Party and our Obedience movement? Nothing. It's just a vehicle for Peter Obi to lead us to a new Nigeria." And if the vehicle breaks down and we can't fix it, we'll dump it. And while we are yet speaking, look at this update. Labour Party Senator Victor Ume defends adoption of Nigeria We Hail Thee as new national anthem by Tinubu government. The senator, who appeared on an Arise TV News live program monitored by reporters on Thursday morning, argued that the country's lawmakers are convinced that changing the national anthem was an issue of priority. He said, as far as lawmaking is concerned, anything that we consider important, nobody can tell us not to legislate on it. We have power to legislate on it by the Constitution. Nobody has the right to tell us what to legislate on or what not to legislate on. And legislation has a process. We have a public hearing. I told you now on Monday that the Senate organized a public hearing and Mike Ozekome attended. And having organized the public hearing, whether you attend or not, it is of no consequence. These are the people you are asking me to come and be in the same party with. And Angel Okafor said, if you can't beat them, you join them. Labour Party senators, they are so lazy. Onyema says, it seems like so many of you have forgotten the reason why you are there. They have forgotten. They are sleeping. They have joined the APC. And this is why Peter Obi is the only one that OBIdients trust. And he is the only one that the common man in Nigeria trusts to get this country out of the quagmire. And that is why more and more people keep joining the OBIdient movement daily until that day when Nigerians will take their country back. Anyway, make I leave am here. Make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una. Now I dey here, so don't go away. Don't go